Hello friends, and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick, and today we're going to be checking out something called Not the Elephant by developer Snapman I Am. This is from the LD29 competition with the theme Beneath the Surface. I saw this game that said to carve an elephant, simply remove everything that is not the elephant, and the premise was something to do with carving, and I didn't have any idea how it was going to be executed in the game, and especially as a 48-hour game jam entry, I figured, hey, I need to check this out and see what it's all about, and turns out it's actually quite fun. So let's start it up. There's not going to be a whole lot to talk about in this one, but honestly, I just wanted to show it off because it's kind of quirky and also, I think, is very expandable into something that could be a complete and very fun experience altogether. So, here we go. Make an elephant is what we're tasked with. We've got what appears to be in front of us like a spinning cardboard box or something, but very quickly we're going to learn, clicking on the screen actually chucks little metal balls, like they almost look kind of like cannonballs, and we're going to launch those at what actually appears to be a slab of stone, and amazingly enough, well, it actually makes sort of a ceramic sound as it falls apart for some reason, but it seems to be severable in just the right way that beneath the surface, as I said, will be an elephant. Not the greatest elephant, but we're going to work on that. So there's that elephant. It's got a little bit of a strange face. It looks maybe a little bit more like an anteater that's kind of been in the microwave for a little too long, but, you know, it gets the job done. It's an elephant. So that's how we carve things and not the elephant. So that's supposed to be an elephant. It says you forgot the ears, the head too. I can't tell which end is the front. Your mom said she thought you did a really good job. Well, thanks, Mom. I don't know, I feel like the front is probably the one with the bigger trunk end, but you never know. I guess with elephants, they could be a little deceptive in that way. So, let's try round two, where we get to do a little bit more carving. Things are maybe a little bit more complex. And of course, if we do happen to hit the elephant with one of these cannonballs that we launch here, all is lost. The elephant is destroyed forever, and, well, yeah, you've ruined everything. That's exactly what happens right there. So you gotta be very careful in how you approach launching these balls. You can get a little bit overzealous, of course, which is part of the fun, of course, too. Just throwing extra cannonballs, more so than you even need. Look how this is embedded. Such a silly thing. Like, imagine actually being someone who's carving away at this stone, and, like, this is what you're presented with. There's a slab that's, like, basically got the whole elephant embedded literally in it. Like, I mean, I know they actually say this when people are sculpting to try and imagine that the figure you're trying to sculpt is within the form, but, like, imagine if you just got a slab of stone that happened to have that figure actually embedded in it, and the whole task was just, can you chisel away at all the edges until what you want is in there, and it kind of pops out like a geode or something. Well, geodes are actually hollow in the center and have crystals, but you never know. You know, maybe it's reversed. Okay, that's better. At least it kind of looks like an elephant this time. There's still room for improvement. Hey, maybe you should try a different pose. There's an idea. Perfect. You can do it. I believe in you. I don't know who's telling us that they believe in us, but I'll take their word for it. How bad can we really do, honestly? This has been a pretty simple task thus far. Oh, I don't know what's up with that physics interaction going on there. Well, again, not exactly true to normal carving conditions, but I'll take it. So we seem to be revealing, I'm just going to say this is like a kind of an oblong egg. You know, well, I mean, what more would you want to see? It kind of looks a little like a motorcycle helmet as well, just with no visor or front or something. But as it turns out, this particular sculpting task has several layers. It's a little bit like an onion, or, you know, an ogre, or a variety of other things. Fabergé egg, Matryoshka dolls. I don't know. But that's it. We've revealed the elephant at the core of the mysterious egg, and for some reason it takes off into space. And I was really hoping that we were going to go down the road of another game called Frog Fractions, and maybe we're just going to begin in, you know, getting to the tip of the iceberg of what could be a gargantuan and completely inharmonious and discordant story that involves this elephant being carved, or, you know, any number of other things, including the history of boxing. Yes, I did actually play the game, in case you're wondering. So, I mean, that's not the elephant. No, I mean, that's the elephant, but that game that we just played is called Not the Elephant, and I really wish there was more of it. I would love to just throw more of those cannonballs at a variety of stone figures and try to see them as they get more increasingly complex, to try and not hit the edges, or, you know, have the thing spin faster or more slowly. This part's making me a little dizzy, to be perfectly honest, so maybe we're going to keep this ending part a bit short. But I have to say, I had quite a bit of fun with Not the Elephant, and I need to go look into some other things from Snapman I Am, and see if there's some other elephant-related carving exercises that we might be able to get involved in. So, all in all, thumbs up. again, wish there was more. I'm not really sure what else I could really do other than just, you know, have people just kind of interject. What kind of things would you like to carve away at? Do you have like a particular mesh or, you know, poly model that you would love to uncover at the center of a thing? You know, maybe you could have there be like a user-submitted gallery, and then it would just kind of procedurally generate how difficult the sculpting is, and then kind of take it from there and, you know, do your best to hack away at whatever it is that you're trying to get to. You know, it doesn't have to be an elephant. Elephants are just good in this particular case because they've got a lot of bits that could break off if you're trying to throw rocks at them, or cannonballs in this case. And of course, well, it could also become a thing that maybe you've got different implements, heavier balls, as it were. Maybe a hammer that you could throw, try and carve away at it with like a fireman's axe. Could get kind of weird, but, you know, it might be fun as well. You could even get into ice sculpting, right? It's all kinds of varieties of different ways that you can take this idea. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit of a shorter episode, like I said, but a lot of the time the LD games tend to be on the short side, being that they're made in such a short amount of time. And all in all, I think the production value of this and the quality was top-notch, so I definitely have to hand it to the developer for that. Chime in the comments, let me know what you think of this. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like on it. I'll be back again tomorrow for another episode of Indie Impressions. Hope to see you here as well, and I hope you have a fantastic night. Talk to y'all later.